Okay, we got the next job. Watch out, Squirt. Watch out. You're okay. He is happy to see us. Yeah, come here, baby. Yeah. Come on, let's go work on the pool. Yes.
She'll chase the ball all day long.
Yeah, that's a good way to get her back in the yard. Okay.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna change this timer real quick. You wanna do it? Or you want me to do it?
You want to do it? You can do it.
Okay, so first thing we do, kill the power. Richard already did that. So we're gonna change this timer because we reset it last week for 10 a.m. As you can see, it's still at 10 a.m. So we know it's not working. These are pretty simple. Just gonna pop those two screws, pull that out, make sure there's no power, and then we'll show you real quick how to change these out. We got a pretty good day today, folks. Richard and I are headed off to install a new pool cover. A really nice pool. Okay. That's just boring stuff, though. Nobody wants to watch that. This is what they're interested in. Okay, we should have 0 right there. Now, just to confirm our meter's working, we're going to turn this back on. We should get 240. There we go. Turn it back off. So we know we're safe at 0. All right, so what Richard's going to do is going to pop this top, lay this one out, put the new one in, then just transfer the wires. Super simple.
There's a little tab right there. You just push up, give it a little wiggle.
Comes right out.
Right down. New one. Same way you came out, you go in. Sometimes it's a little tricky getting it right back there where it needs to be.
Now you can see there's a little tab right here on both sides that thing fits in. Okay, that was the hard part. Now it's just a matter of, I don't know how much of that we got, but Rod electrocuted you. That part didn't get on there. So just in case we didn't get this part on the video, walk them through what you're doing here.
All right, what I start with is number 4 and work my way down. I go just disconnect one set of wires and reconnect. Disconnect, reconnect, all the way down. So I'm not messing up any wires. They're all going right to the right spot every time. So I'll do is put this in.
And then if you really want to get your friend, while you goose him while he's sticking his hands in there, touching those wires.
Always make sure power.
He is armed and dangerous, though, so do it with extreme caution.
Yeah, I could grab you.
So Richard was telling us why he doesn't like using the impact on this.
Is because you take the risk of stripping out your screws, and if you're backing it out, you might not be able to get it back out all the way. So I would rather use a regular screwdriver every time.
Yeah, and it's real soft brass, so it doesn't take much to strip it.
No, it does not. So we put both these wires all the way up. I usually put my thumb right there at the back, so they stay in place.
It is a really nice day. Beautiful sunshine, blue skies. I don't know if you guys saw it last night, but they had the northern lights in our area. Got a few pictures we'll show you here in a minute, but back to work. And it's important to get your sequence right because 2 of these, like this yellow one and the other red ones, that's your freeze protection. So you want to make sure those are in the proper order so that when your freeze kicks on, it actually turns the pump on.
This wire, not needed for this one. So
this is just the control wire for this old timer. And the new ones already have them on there. You can see the white ones there. They're preset for 240.
I usually try to hook it with my finger so I don't drop it and have to hunt for it. There we go.
I was honestly hoping it would still fall out. That'd make for a good video.
Good luck on that part.
You know what? Funny how people, it seems like when fails actually create more views, but we're not here trying to fail. We're here trying to help people. So
we're here to do the job correctly. Put that back up in there, and like I did with the other one, I just hold them all in place so they don't slip out on me, and I get a good connection when I tighten it up.
And it is a good idea to get good quality screwdrivers. We like these Southwire. They just have really good tips. They don't seem to strip out too bad. They work good. That, if you got some Klein tools, those work really good also. They're just expensive.
Good tools usually are expensive.
No lie there. What's really nice about these screwdrivers is the handles. They're kind of, what do you call it, octagon shaped, so they makes it where you can get a good grip.
Better gripping.
Yeah. Some of these on these electrical panels are so tight. Gotta have a good screwdriver to get them loose. Yeah, one of our key guys got married this weekend, so we're a little short-handed.
But we're happy for him.
Yes. We do miss him, but we're definitely happy for him. Miss his jokes. He's always funny. But usually at the most inopportune times. If you know what I mean. You know, when we do something that's aggravating.
Mess with live wires and say, oh, yeah, I turned it on for you.
Yeah, he's funny. Added a lot to our team. We're definitely going to miss him. But, you know, that's what happens. You get married, you move on. So if y'all are in the business to get some AT&T fiber, he would be the guy to reach out to. Get you hooked right up. He's selling that now, so I think he made a good move.
I'm going to need a quarter driver. Has the ground on.
You are in luck. It's in the quarter driver hole.
If you just put it up there. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Some time ago, we made this wood blank and put it in the bottom of the toolkit here. You can see. So it's got a spot for every screwdriver. And this is the nut drivers go right there in those three middle holes. So that way, if you look in there and something's missing, you know exactly what's missing. Kind of helps you. When you have, especially when you have a habit of setting tools down like I do.
All right. That one.
Yeah, this will be pretty good. Give you a pretty good idea how long it takes to do it. This is the timer we're putting in there, Intermatic, mechanism only. I believe you can pick those up on Amazon. Used to could. I think we had to get them at Home Depot. Amazon quit carrying them.
Once I'm done putting in those wires, I just come back by and make sure all of them are nice and snug. Then now it's ground wire.
Now, not all the boxes have this, but this one has a ground, and we're just going to reconnect it to that lug. And that's the only. Oh, it looks good. The mechanism was working. So, but for some reason, that gear wouldn't turn the yellow wheel. So. These actually have a inspection port right here that you can look in there while it's still in the wall. And typically, if these gears are turning, the timer's okay, but you'll know it's a dead timer if these gears don't move. But for whatever reason, this one wouldn't keep time. Actually, wouldn't do anything. Gears were turning and everything.
Ground lug does not want to go back in there.
Well, that's what happens when you cross-thread it, Richard.
Well, I usually try not to.
Maybe I should go get the impact.
No. I saved the other ground lug. So.
Yeah, a lot of times those have a cutting head on them where they'll actually cut
All the way back through.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the difference. That one's got a little tiny gripper there where he's grabbing compared to this one. Takes a lot more to get that one. Does build good hand strength though.
Ground's connected. All right.
Now put the black one back on it.
Oh, don't want to do. All right.
That one's heavier duty.
All right. That screw usually gets in the way.
Yeah. Oh, and then when you get done, put this little orange tab back on there.
Yes, sir. Actually, I'll do that right this second.
Yeah. Any little barrier we can make between us and ground is a good one.
Push that back a little bit so it doesn't push that out. And before closing it up, we want to turn it on, make sure everything's working, so we don't have to take it back apart. Right there. Leaving it off. Turn that power back on.
And we got juice.
Pump just turned on.
All right, guys, we got it. Thanks for watching. And if we're lucky, as O'Neill says, we'll see you in the next one.